Tonight, we're hearing from neighbors of a family involved in a murder-suicide that has left 3 young children without their mother and father. The Sacramento County Sheriff's Office says those children are doing okay today because of their strength and swift thinking to run away after they saw their mother being assaulted. It's a disturbing story. ABC 10's Roxanne Elias has the latest.
Neighbors who knew the family say a husband and wife and their 3 young daughters lived here. And after learning about the murder-suicide last night, they say they can't imagine what the children are going through. Around 9:30 Friday night, a neighbor texted Clay Warricks to warn him about law enforcement presence in their quiet neighborhood at the intersection of Edison Avenue and Ball Way.
There's a helicopter. There was an undercover cop that came driving down the street. Just lots of sirens and looked like havoc for about 5 minutes.
The father lives right off Ball Way and can see the home involved right down the road. According to the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office, it was the family's own children who made the call.
Our communication center received a call service from a juvenile that called and stated that their dad was assaulting their mom. Fortunately, the 3 juveniles that were in the residence actually fled from the location while our deputies were en route.
And once deputies arrived on scene, they could see an unresponsive woman through a window, and once inside, they also located the unresponsive man. Both parents were pronounced dead on scene. The sheriff's office is investigating it as a murder-suicide. Warricks, a father himself, says it's terrifying to think of what these 3 girls witnessed.
It's sad. I couldn't imagine what the kids went through and how they dealt with that. I'm happy to see that they were brave enough to step out and make the call that was necessary.
Other neighbors also shared with ABC 10 that the father had been arrested a few years ago and spent some time in jail before returning home a few months ago. We asked the sheriff's office about this, but they told us they couldn't confirm the information at this time. Sergeant Edward Igo says the priority now is the young girls who have been placed with family.
Anything that's involving any type of kids is always going to be one of the most difficult calls that any of our employees are going to deal with. Happy is very fortunate that they're safe.
He says detectives will now work to conduct the most thorough investigation possible to bring justice for the victims. Meanwhile, neighbors say they plan to pray for the girls.
It's unimaginable. I just couldn't fathom what could be going through the kids' heads, how confused they could be. So it's terrible.
In Sacramento, Roxanne Elias, ABC 10.
And the sheriff's office says the case is being investigated as a murder-suicide with no outstanding suspects. And when asked about weapons, officials said no gun was found. Sacramento County Coroner's Office is working to identify the 2 individuals.